Welcome back, everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor, and I'm Jewel. And as you can see, we're on the Jewel's Peaceful Valley map. You can't really tell because we're far away from all the buildings, but if you remember, the bowling alley's over here. So what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna back up where you can see a little bit. Basically, you got the hospital, the school, gas station, all the little things here. The main farm's over this way. We got this road, and there will be a bridge. Turn here, that's the bowling alley, and so on. And here's one of those other things. This is uh, the grain main silo place right there. So you can see that you have stuff there. I'm thinking of putting another sell point here, which is going to be a pizza place. And I want to put it near the beach because I'm thinking about doing more beach area than what I did. I did a little secluded beach and then a small one here, but I'm thinking I might make more beach here. Maybe at least here, even still keep that separate for private beach, and this will be more of a public beach. We'll see. Not sure yet. We'll see. But I still want this pizza place to be closer to the beach for the people that are going to be at the beach. Now, so I'm thinking. I'm not sure. I'd have to go in game, so I may end up moving it if it's not close enough. We'll see. Uh, I'm thinking that's not terrible far, but it's probably really far though. Looking at it, you can't tell. I'm gonna drop down. If you click on this eye up here, you can drop down and be like what you would be in the game. So it'd be the distance that it would be in game. So let's run, kind of get a feel for how far we are from any type of beach. Okay, so it's far, but not that far. Okay, so I would at least want it to be near enough by that it would make sense that they would be like, oh, okay. And I'm not finished. Remember, I haven't finished this. I just did the basics of saying, hey, there's a beach here. We'll work it out later on all the little details and stuff. And I may adjust the size and everything. But this is what it'll look like in game. So we'll see the size of it is a decent size to beach. And then there's the water, as you can see. And we're gonna adjust all that and make all that whatever we need. So let me see. And this ain't gonna look like this right here. This is just temporary. Okay, so we're probably gonna have some of this come up higher or whatever. I don't know. Let me see. We'll adjust it. Let's see. Let me go up where I can see. Okay. So if this is the beach and we have a road approximately, let me go ahead and escape so I can actually see. Let me get up where I can see. So if we put a road near the beach, it's going to connect to this road. So, and I might make another beach roughly here, somewhere in there. We'll see. We'll see. I might not make it as deep. Let's go see how big this one looks so we can decide where to put that. So let's drop down with the eye again. Okay, so, oops, clicked something. Okay, so this beach looks decent size. That's actually pretty decent. It looks smaller when you're on the in the Giants editor, but it's a decent sized beach. So, and obviously all that's gonna change, so that's not gonna stay like that. Okay, so let me look up here, and this is nice and flat ground. I mean, for the most part. So let me go ahead and escape. Come on up. Alright. I was trying to keep it more center between this and this cell point and have one somewhere over here. That way we've got one kind of everywhere. So I'm going to keep it this way a little bit because there's going to be potentially another beach. We'll at least have a secluded beach that can use this so-called pizza place, but obviously it's not just for that. It's going to be a selling point. So what I'm thinking is keep it near the where we're going to have a road, and we may move it later. I'll have to think about it, and we're going to have some sort of road come along here, so that'll all be adjusted. Okay. So what I'm going to do for now to get something down and we'll see how it looks and whatever, is put it here. Now this road is obviously going to get situated, and what I might do is go ahead and check that level and decide whether I want it straight or what I want it to be. And obviously this road is still not perfectly straight. See, that road there is a little crooked, so I may straighten it on out. This looks crooked, so I may have to bring it this way, and it may come off over here a little more, and it may come on this side, excuse me, a little more. So we'll have to see. I don't want to do too much. I mean, I can make it curve like that. You know, you don't have to move it, but I was trying to keep it at a pretty straight, at least for the main road. I don't know how it got so far off though. Let me see if it even is. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, looks like it juts over a little bit. See, that makes a big difference. Let me show you. Let's get it. Control R as in Richard to take this color or this texture, and you can see that depending on where you go at, if you go that far over, it changes it a whole lot. So if I was to keep going like that, I ain't gonna do it all the way, but I'm gonna show you. Alright, let's back off. You'll see how much more it comes over this way if you do that. So you'll see it's gonna come over quite a bit further just because of that little bitty jump. And see how much further it went over, and by the time you get to the other end, it's way over. So see that? And so I'm not going to do it all the way, but I'm just giving you an example. So the street may not be, like I say, it's going to lean more to this side probably. That's what I'm getting at. So that's why I said some of these things may move a hair because of the road system. And I don't have to make it straight. Like I said, I don't care about it necessarily always being straight. Just certain roads I want to be straight. You know, certain roads, it's just typically straight. Like certain main roads. And that's what I'm going to do. But basically, you get the point. It's more this side than that side. Some of that'll disappear, as you see, to keep it more in line with this road here. Yeah, there we go. I'll go ahead and take away some of this side. That's just way too far. There we go. Alright. And obviously it's going to be a different kind of road here anyway. So that was just freehand painting. But you can see that's much straighter. Gets the point across. But we're just going to come to this little corner. Whoop. Get back on that one. Control R. And just get the basic area of where it's going to land at. Roughly speaking. Somewhere along here. And then we'll go ahead and take that away over here. Get that a little more straight. We'll see. Alright. I don't know what that is under there. Something's under there. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's one of them lines. That's okay. That's just one of them road lines. Alright. So, now we got, click back on here. Now we got that situated to go pretty much where we're going to be going. And obviously all of it's subject to change just a little bit, but that gives us a straighter line. And now we can kind of transpose that over to here and see kind of what we got. See how far it goes? And I just didn't want to make it very crooked, is why I was being careful with that. So we're just going to bring it straight over and just hope that it's pretty close. And like I said, we're going to move it anytime we have to take care of it. Hang on just a second. Alrighty, they're trying to make me update. Alright, here we go. And roughly speaking, it's gonna go here. Just roughly speaking. So we're gonna move this to make sure. Okay, so let me look back and make sure it's decent. So that's a big jump. See how far you can get off with just a little bit of a spot? That's pretty straight. At least it looks pretty straight. Now, I don't know. It looks like it's shifted over a little bit down here. Let's see. Another way you can tell. I'm going to take that road. It's supposed to be a road over here. And I can't click on it, of course. There we go. I'm going to duplicate that road. If it'll let it duplicate. Come on. Don't freak out. Okay. I'm going to bring it over here. If it'll let me. It might not. Because last time it didn't want to. Okay. Let's see. Last time it wouldn't work right because it was like being a pain. I just want to measure it. Okay. And what I can do is just give this as a reference line of, hey, this is looking pretty straight or not. Okay. It's a little crooked, ain't it? Let me see. And remember, I'm not trying to be perfect right now. I'm just getting the basics. So now that should be mostly straight. It ain't perfect. It could be a hair bit crooked, to be honest. I think I should zero that out if it will be okay. Let me try. Yeah, that should straighten it out till it's straight. Should be straight now. According to the 0 and the 90 and all that stuff. We'll see. We're going to pretend that that's the straightness. And then we're going to just drag it over. Alright, so now you see where it needs to go. And that's just roughly speaking. I'm not worried if it's not exactly in a certain spot. Okay, so now we can paint better. Get this situated. Whoop, grab the I don't want that either. Trying to grab this and they just saying nope. Now this road's going to be different on size anyway, potentially. So just get the basics. Now I'm going to drag that down some more. Turn that off. We're going to drag this over. We're going to lift it up so we can see. Alright, roughly speaking, where to paint. And this is just going to give us our temporary idea of what to do and where to paint. Alright, just temporary. Nothing's got to be perfect here. Just getting the basics here. Gonna have a road there, obviously. Alright. Roughly speaking, we gotta fix it just a little, so that's why I got rid of some of that. Alright, so that's the basics. Now we're gonna turn it. Drag it. Alright, that's decent. So we need to go down and back a little. And we're going to finish painting it just to have a basic idea of where we're going to be going here. Alright, we'll scoot it down and adjust anything we need. I'm going to take away this. Try to get close. There we go. Alrighty. Roughly speaking, we're going to back up a little more and bring it down just to double check. Yep. And we're going to lift this up a hair. And now we got our measurements a little bit better. So when we put our build in, we're not like way off. Which we can move it, but I don't want to get too crazy with moving a bunch of stuff. Alright, so that's decent. That's giving us the basics. I'm going to paint some of this grass, because this was just temporary stuff that I was painting the last time, just to show something, to explain something. So some of this isn't necessary stuff right there. Alright, and then we'll just make sure we Control R and grab this and just bring it on over. Alright, so now we have a basic line of where our road's going to go, roughly speaking. And we'll have one come across this way somewhere along here. And what we could do is turn this one now as a reference for this one. I guess we're working on roads today, but I want to get it at least at the right corner. Alright, so we're going to put this at -90, okay, on the rotate Y. That squares everything up. Now we know that this is at 0 and that's at -90, and then some of the others will be at 90. So it helps us get a good line of basically a square area to work from, if that makes sense. Okay, so I don't know how close I want to go to that road. Maybe here, something like that. Alright, so that's where we're going to go from there. So it should be fairly straight, I think, as far as I can tell. Alright, so I'm going to paint all that grass for a second, so I can get this painted better. And I had painted that in a previous video for whatever other reason it was. You can look back, it was at the very beginning, just giving examples of stuff that I might do, so really not permanent stuff. And the ground will have to obviously be adjusted and everything like that. Now we're going to go down and grab this at about that width, roughly speaking. Control R. Excuse me. And just paint along this here, roughly speaking. Doesn't have to be perfect. Did pretty good actually. And you get the point. So I guess I should slide it since I'm here in case I do go that far. Since I'm already painting. Just go on and paint it over there in case we want to go that far. I don't know that I will. We'll see. Let me get over here closer. Because I want a place where there's going to be stuff for the beachgoers, like where it looks and makes sense for there's a beach there. And so if there's a beach there, then people do whatever they do. And they have the businesses that they need or whatever. And then this is a basic path for this. And we can leave that road there just as an example. So I'm going to hit save so I don't lose all this. Okay. So now I'm going to go look and see how close that is, and then we'll get started. Alrighty. Let's drop down real quick, make it a little easier to see the distance. Okay, so that's the distance of the beach to the road. Alright, let me out. So the road ain't that far away, but it's far enough away that it's not right on top of the beach, you know. But it's a decent distance. See how much further it looks when you do that? It's way further than it looks when you're in the air. So that's my point, that it's not, you know, you gotta remember that, because it looks so close from here, but it's not. So always remember that and always check. Alright, so now we have that. And we're gonna probably put since this is that close, we have room on the other side of this to actually put these businesses. So I'm trying to decide if I would want to do that. let's bring it in, okay, and we'll see what it looks like, and then we'll know. Go to D, if that's where your game is installed. If not, go to C, or wherever your game is installed. Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, FarmSim 22, Data, and then Placeables. Double clicking all these, Lizard, and then find cell, let's see, Cell Points, Pizzeria. Click on it and click Open. Bring it in. Once it comes in, you can lay it on your map using the Control B option. So we hit Control B as in boy, left mouse click, and see the scale. It looks so different when you're up high. It's like, oh, but it's just the way it is. You just, okay. So let's bring it to the street a little closer. So if we put all them on this side of the road would be better, because look how far we are. See, so we're pretty far away from the beach is what my point is. So if I make a beach here, we're gonna have plenty of beach room and we'll be fine. So we want this to face, well, we might face it toward the corner of the road since it's a corner here. So let's turn it. I don't know what's the best side of the building is. Okay, so that's the cell. We'll put that in the back like so. And then this will face this way on the corner. And you can always angle your buildings if you don't want them straight in alignment or whatever. Let's try putting this at 0 and see what happens. Okay, that should straighten this out on the spin to make us in a line with this 0. And then we're going to come in and look. There we go. See? So now we got to check and figure out what level we're going to use. And again, what I was going to do a while ago, which I'll go ahead and do now, was to come over here and check that level, and I might bring it on across so I don't got a crazy mess. Alright, let's check this level. I think I've already done it. Okay, so let's pick this spot, click on sculpt mode, go down, put it on replace, get all that situated, come up here where you know it's higher, Control R. I'm going to come over here. Alright, and we've already came across here, but we're going to make sure that we get it started here. I must have erased something there. I didn't realize I did that. Alright, so now we're going to put this on and left click and get this to come up to that level, which we'll worry about this corner. The bridge is going to go there. We're just mostly going to get this road situated. We'll worry about that road too later, so don't worry about that piece. And there's going to be a business or something here probably, or something's going to be here. We ain't going to go far back from the edge, but a little bit. Okay, on each side, just a little bit. Okay. And we're going to slope this, smooth it out real good. We'll smooth that out as well. Alright, so now we're just going to take and hold down the left mouse button to get that and see. So it's not that much of a level change. See? So I don't mind it staying straight at that level. And I'm going to bring it into this hillside. Just go up till it touches it. And you don't got to knock the hill down. Just go up to it. And then stop. And see, it knocked it down a little, then slope it. You don't have to continue to go into it if you go that far into it. Okay, and we're just going to bring this all up. Some areas of the road I like to be level where we're crossing at. So I'm bringing this over, and it should run into this side right there. See it run in? So we'll slope this corner piece like this, and this will slope by the water, and we'll adjust all that more later like that, but you get the point. I'm gonna put it back on this and get this painted better, get it at least somewhat lined up. Go ahead and grab this off of there. Go ahead and grab this. And there we go. Alright, so that's that basic. Let's knock this on out of there so we don't get that mixed up. Now we have our road situated. We need to come further and see what we got here. See, I don't mind it being straight. We're going to deal with all that later. This is a good flat road going toward this beach. Nice straight shot. Okay. And once we get here, excuse me, we can either let it go up the hill, which that's probably what I'm going to do to get up there. So this is going to come up. We're not going to make it flat up until that point. We're going to come a little further. We're going to go a little further just to meet up with this. See that, how that meets up? See how it's meeting up with that corner? And then we'll smooth it. And this part we'll meet up and get the road up till this hill, just to the hill. As soon as it, see how it started to slant, then we stopped it. See? As soon as it hits it, where it matches, where it stops changing the level, then you can smooth it. Now we'll have to smooth it a lot to get this down, but that'll be okay. Okay, smooth that. We could bring that up. That ain't fully up yet. See how it meets it and starts hitting it? Then just slope it. There we go. Now this will be still too high on this side, but like I said, all that'll be adjusted. So we may have to, let me see. How high do we really want to go up a hill? I'm saying probably not that high. Let me see. Well, what we can do is hit Control R at the top here and bring this over like so. And then we can slope it like so. And we'll adjust that side over there if we need to add more, don't worry. And then we got this nice little hill. Hope that makes sense. And we'll adjust anything we need to do. And then this is going to stay up. We're going to leave it up that high and make it come on, because we already got our hill, so we're okay with that part. We're just going to bring it into this hill just till it touches. We're not going to make the other part go down. We're just going to connect all that. We're okay with bringing some of this up to the hill anyway, up to this right here. We don't want to make the whole thing go up though. Like I said, we're just going to go a little bit. Going to knock all that down like so, temporary, because it'll all change as we go. Okay, so now once we get over here, see, we still got our hill. We got to adjust it a little bit, but let me slope it a little more, situate it. There we go. We still got our hill, but now it looks better. We have our flat area and we have our hill. And obviously as we work on the road, it'll be changing. It'll look better. So, and then we go straight for a minute. And let me see. I might knock this hill down some. Let me see. I don't know. It's pretty high. I think I'm going to try to leave some of it. Excuse me. What we might have to do is just focus on the road on this episode, not the pizza thing. Because we're taking so long on the road. I'm going to take that down, but not all of it. I'm not going to do the whole road straight. Okay. We're going to at least knock off this corner, though. Okay. And then we'll have whatever's going to be there on the corner. And we'll go ahead and get this road at least to there. We'll worry about all the extra stuff as we go. There we go. Alright. I think I'm going to go ahead and square this piece down. for this. And then we're going to make it go up the hill afterward. We're going to catch some of this up a little bit. There we go, and smooth that. Smooth anything we need to. We'll hopefully make that connect there, like so. Come on this side, make sure we're at least getting over here a little bit. Make it easier. Alright, now we can worry about this hill. Now I don't know how high I'm going to do it, but for now we're just going to slope it and see. Because it's, you know, we don't want it too crazy here. So we'll see. Bring it on down as much as possible. I'll probably knock that down more in a minute. Yeah, we're going to just do roads on this one, and I'll make a full video of just the pizza place, because I don't want it to be too hard for y'all to get to your pizza thing that you want to do. If I title it the pizza thing and it's all road stuff, so that's too steep. So you're going to come, and you're going to get to the pizza place. It'll be down, obviously. So we're going to have to lower this. Let's get over here some. Okay. And remember, we're going to have a beach that's going to be different. So it's going to help change things too. But we're going to bring this down a little. Let's control R at about halfway. And just take it down to there. See how it's a little lower? And just give us a little bit lower of an area. Now we don't have to make the whole thing. Like I said, just enough for the road, and then the other parts don't necessarily have to drop that far. And this is smoothed down, and we'll see if we need to go any lower. And then remember, I'm going to be working on the beach over here, so I don't want to change too much yet, because I'm going to be doing the beach. So, alrighty, curving off some of this. There we go. Let's check the road again. Alrighty. Alright, that's looking better. It's not as steep. I can make it a little better of a slope here. Just keep working it down, working it down. Make it a proper slope level. Like so. Alright. And check it and see. It's looking better. It's not going to be so steep that we can't get up it probably. We still can make it lower. Like I said, I'm not going to do every single piece because we're going to have a beach somewhere along here, so I don't want to. I may end it. I don't know how I'm going to do the road, so it may end there. I don't know. It's hard to say what I end up doing. So, but I think what we'll do is do a little more work on this corner, and then call it an episode for the roads work for this pizza place, and then we'll add it on the next episode, because I don't, like I said, I want you to be able to, when I upload it, I want whoever's trying to do the pizza thing, let me see, to be able to get to the pizza thing, and not be like, oh, where is it? So I'm going to just give us enough room to put buildings if we want, and slope that. Alright, so that's squaring that up. Let me come down where I can see how far it is. That's pretty far. So that's good. Plenty far enough for something. Because we're going to have things along the road. I don't know how much, but we're going to definitely have stuff here. And we'll definitely have to adjust this road as we go. So, smooth it all down on this side. Smooth that down. It's hard to tell when it's painted because it looks bumpy and stuff, and it's not. It's the texture colors making the road look that way, and the angles. So some of it's good, and you just can't tell that it's good. Like, we gotta fix this piece. Well, needed to change my level. Alright, now then. Now we're good. See, as soon as it starts hitting into the sides, you can stop. because then you've reached that level you want. So that's pretty good. We'll have plenty of spots to put things, and they'll still have the hill. We'll have a little hill here, and then you're going to come up, and then you're going to go straight for a bit. Then you're going to have another hill before you get to the beach. So we still have the hills. We just don't want them too crazy. Alright, but on the next episode, we're going to put this in and show you the whole process of putting that selling point in. And I just wanted to make sure that we got this road situated. I would have did that on this episode, but like I said, I wanted to make sure that we got it because, whoop, undo again. And it's best to make sure everything squares up and situates before you go putting the building down. But anyway, I guess what we'll do is call this a road video, and we'll do our pizza place on the next one. We did put a pizza place over there, but it's not a sell point. So this one will be a sell point. So we worked on the roads. Let me back up a little more. Got these roads situated and flattened and whatever. And we'll finish this one out later on, but I don't want the video to be too long. So stay tuned. Next video will be about this pizzeria and how to get this as a sell point. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.